Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Steven. Thank you for joining me today at my afternoon tea time. Here I'm giving my fish a little bit of a midday snack. And you can see that this is a homemade mix. And I've put in some pea mices, chopped prawn, salmon, nori, chopped krill, and calanis in here. Usually I keep them frozen in a Ziploc bag. I make a large batch of them at once, and then I just thaw a little bit at a time whenever I need to feed them. I feed them twice a day on that, and then in between I either give them some veggie clip, some nori, or some of the marine grazers that you saw in my other video. And here's just to show you a little close-up view of the clownfish going under the water. So you can see that actually they don't seem to be very shy at all against my GoPro. And I do apologize for the quality of this GoPro. It is an older generation, so at 4K and 15 frames per second, you can really see that the quality is a little bit compromised. I am getting a new camera this week, so hopefully that will kind of remedy the situation here. So some people might be wondering, like with all this fish and all the feeding, how do I deal with my filtration? So in my sump, I actually have three options to put either all three filter stocks, or I can put other media in there. So right now I have one filter stock, one carbon, activated carbon, and also one with the biopellets. So that goes next into a chamber with a Red Sea skimmer, and then afterwards I have a refugium, and then coming back up. So one of these days I will also share my build and my setup. And right here is just to show that the Humu is not afraid of the camera at all. Um, this is just a midday snack, so I've only fed them a little bit. Some of you might think that's a lot of food, but trust me, that is nothing compared to what they actually can eat. Evident is how thick that humu kunukuapuapa is. So we're going to transition next to my 80-gallon coral reef, and this tank, I believe this is a day view of this tank in the YouTube video. So as you can see, there's only 6 fish in this tank so far. The original is actually the Tomini tank, and the other 2 tank, the gem tank and also the blue tank, are very recent additions. And the Shardini's tank that you see in the big tank actually is a recent graduate from this tank. Outside of that, I have 2 Blennies who used to murder my clams in the other tanks. So just a heads up, they are not resafe. They're okay with corals though. So right now they live together here, a Selfing tank and also a Selfing Blenny and also a Starry Blenny. They do squabble a little bit, but for the most part they're pretty peaceful. And then I have a 6-line wrasse here for pest control. So you can see some sponge growth on the wall, and also there's an urchin there. That urchin likes to walk around and pick up stuff. It's kind of annoying. A really dear friend of mine who's a brilliant scientist suggested that I use the beads to name my corals. So, I'll be honest with you, with all these corals, I can't remember all the names. It's really nice to have them labeled. So short and sweet video today. Thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe and feel free to comment or ask me any questions.